If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful.
It's hard when you're young to wake up in the off season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes. But understand this, life is hard. To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts.
You know, nothing comes free in life, right? There's a price to pay for everything. And all I want is to dominate the globe. That's all I want. So for that, you have to sacrifice sleep and food and schedules and routine, and it's okay. I love what I do, and I don't take my job for granted. I don't take my work for granted. I really believe that very few people get to wake up in the morning and say, yes, I'm going to work, and yes, I get to do something which I want to do on my terms. So I just go ahead and do it. Of course I'm tired, of course I get exhausted, and I sleep on the plane, I conserve my energy wherever I can, but you know, you gotta pay a price for whatever you want.
You want to be great? You need to sacrifice. The more painful the sacrifice, the greater you'll be.
What would you tell yourself at 21?
Believe your instincts. Instinct over intellect. Always instinct. Just because you can rationalize it doesn't mean it's right. If you feel it, then it's right. That's what I really strongly believe.
Have a blast. Enjoy your life. Start by enjoying the fact that God has given you the privilege of being born a woman. It is a humongous privilege. So powerful a privilege that most people would tell you that girls can't do this, girls aren't born, girls are second-class citizens. All of those things is because they are very afraid of the power you are born with. Exercise it, celebrate it, and thank God every day that of all the things you could have been, you're a woman.
Stress doesn't come from hard work. Stress primarily comes from not taking action over something that you can have some control over. So stress comes from ignoring things that you shouldn't be ignoring.
Discipline your thoughts. Stop thinking too much. Don't go into the past. Don't go into the future. Be in the present. Why? Because only then it's possible that the mind is free, the capacity is free, and now you can completely immerse into whatever you are doing. And this means you have arrived.
You don't have to know what's going to happen to move forward. You take the steps, you go get it. I say that to say there's no limitation. We shouldn't limit ourselves. Don't put a period where there's a comma. Keep going and then figure it out.
I don't believe in talent. I'm here because I worked hard my whole life. Without that work, no one in this room would know who I am except my family. So to all the kids around the world watching, paying attention, and aspiring to be like one of us or even on the stage someday, put the work in and watch the magical ride you go on.
The truth is, whatever game you play in life, sometimes you're going to lose a point, a match, a season, a job. It's a roller coaster with many ups and downs. And it's natural when you're down to doubt yourself and to feel sorry for yourself. You want to become a master at overcoming hard moments. That is, to me, the sign of a champion. The best in the world are not the best because they win every point. It's because they know they'll lose again and again and have learned how to deal with it. You accept it, cry it out if you need to, and then force a smile.
Stay focused, stay driven, stay consistent, stay humble, stay positive mainly, you know what I'm saying, about things that you're going through, and work. Put the work in to get where you want to go in life.
Make sure you fall in love with the right person. Do not mess your life. That is the most important thing. I tell you, one wrong person can mess your whole life. Am I right? So make sure you fall in love with the right person, and that person push you up so high that nobody can stop you.
And I pray you get to that place in your life where you just feel like yourself again. Where you feel like you can be happy and genuinely mean it. Like not having to pretend, not having to, put on this facade like everything is okay. Like actually mean that happiness and feel that happiness. You deserve that. Not everything, all the shit you've been through in your life, man, you deserve that.
If you want to be successful, learn from the other people's mistakes. Don't learn from the successful stories.
What is the best advice you've ever received?
Never leave a bathroom without high-fiving yourself in a mirror.
I love it. All right, question number 2. What is the worst advice you've ever received?
Someone else can make you happy. They can make you a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
They can't make you happy.
Don't be afraid of the failure. What you do next after failure is what will define you. Everyone fails. It's going to happen to you, it's going to happen to me, it's going to happen to everyone. Instead of sitting on your hands and saying, I can't do it again, find the courage inside of you and saying, what can I do differently? How do you look back into your mistake and say, all right, that was a mistake. Great, not doing that again. That's something I really learned from my dad.
What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? How big would you play if you knew that you can survive any heartbreak, any breakdown, any betrayal? What would you do if the things that you were afraid of you knew were absolutely nothing? They were all opportunities for you to get stronger in your faith, stronger in your resiliency. What would you do? Who would you love? How big would you play? Where would you leap? And the bigger question is, how would the world benefit differently? How would the world benefit differently because who you've decided to be? Oh, I didn't come to keep you comfortable. I came for your breakthrough.
If you think it is possible, if you dream it is possible, and you will know that all is possible because of God's grace. And to every girl listening out there, you will forever be empowered by knowing that no one, absolutely no one, can close the door that God has opened for you.
No excuse for not trying. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you'll end up. No one's written your destiny for you. You make your own future.
I'll say it again. Don't confuse movement with progress, because you can run in place and not get anything done. So are you moving forward, and who you're taking with you, and how you made things better by the God-given talent that you all have in whatever area it may be. To write it, to direct it, to produce it, to cut it, to shoot it. You have a gift. It's called a gift. You didn't earn it. You were born with a gift. Now you hone that gift. You develop that gift. You do everything you need to do to protect it. And then you share it.